Okay, we'll go ahead and call tonight's meeting to order. If able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Pape.
Here.
Councilmember Shavetta.
Here.
Councilmember Kozmeyer.
Here.
Councilmember Hands. Councilmember Caldwell.
Here.
Councilmember Leahy. Councilmember Ryder.
Here.
Councilmember Silvers.
Here.
Councilmember Yodrich.
Here.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, next item up is public items. Members of the public are encouraged to use this time to make comments about matters that do not appear on the agenda. Comments about items on the regular agenda will be taken as each item is considered. Please note individuals making public comments will be limited to 5 minutes. In accordance with governing body rules and procedures, the city reserves the right to refuse public comments that are personal, impertinent, or slanderous. I had a blue sheet out in the hallway that is empty. Is there anyone that would like to come forward and speak this evening? Come forward, sir. Name and address for the record.
Good evening, Council. Mr. Mayor, Billy Crone, 6633 West Street. Kansas state law, KSA 26501AB, was enacted with the intention to prohibit cities from using eminent domain for future private economic redevelopment. But many businesses in downtown Merriam are concerned that the city of Merriam's current administration seems to have devised or is following a calculated strategy to evade the intent and may pursue the use of eminent domain for future private economic redevelopment under the pretext of flood mitigation or street realignment. The Army Corps of Engineers' initial draft plans proposed flood walls that did not threaten the demolition of historic downtown Merriam. Yet our current city administration did not readily accept these plans and instead gave hundreds of thousands of tax dollars to an engineering firm to devise different, more aggressive plans that will demolish all or part of historic downtown Merriam. One of these plans raises the ground of downtown Merriam by several feet, while the other proposes raising bridges. Merriam also has a longer-range plan, which even states the redevelopment of downtown Merriam will require, and I quote, ambitious property assembly. This potentially involves dozens of parcels that would need to be acquired from property owners, both east and west of Merriam Drive. Now, wouldn't it be something if I had a spreadsheet of at least 9 properties that you've bought in the last 3 years, totaling over $4 million of tax money? A list like that certainly demonstrates intent. This would, of course, culminate in the need for private economic redevelopment, which would make downtown Merriam very different indeed. And very, very few of the households I spoke to want to see apartment towers replace all of the small businesses and historic buildings in downtown Merriam. In a recent mayoral debate, Mayor Pape said, "We know by the surveys that 83% want a different downtown Merriam. However, those surveys were vague and omitted any mention of the city using or threatening to use eminent domain against Merriam businesses. Do Merriam residents realize what is at stake? I will pledge that under my mayorship, we will not illegally..." Just 1, 2, there we go. That under my mayorship, we will not illegally use eminent domain to facilitate future private economic redevelopment in downtown Merriam. And I'm going to ask as well that you, Mr. Pape, pledge that you will not use eminent domain in any roundabout way that violates the letter or intent of KSA 26501AB. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak this evening? Yeah, please come forward, sir. Name and address for the record.
Rob Arnold, 6146 Hemlock. 61st Street, looks like hopefully it's going to be done in a couple weeks or so. I hope, because the roads are only getting worse. I know that they're just starting to mill on them right now, but there's been a bunch of potholes the last, couple months because of, how bad it's been out there. And then the only other thing that I wanted to bring up was hopefully we have a little bit better of a parking when we do open up, the new development, just because the parking over across the street is not good. Hopefully we, get more than 50, spots or whatever. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else this evening would like to come forward at this time? Okay, I see no one getting up, so I will close out the public portion of the meeting. Next item up this evening is consent agenda. All items listed under this heading are considered to be routine by the City Council and may be enacted by one motion. Be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which case that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. We do have several items this evening. Does anybody want anything removed from the consent? Okay, I see nothing, nobody wanting anything removed. I would entertain a motion. Go ahead, Ms. Shadrick.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the council approve consent agenda items 1 through 4.
Okay, we have a motion. Do I hear a second? Okay, go ahead, Ms. Shavetta.
Mr. Mayor, second.
Okay. Madam Clerk, we have a motion, a second.
Councilmember Shavetta.
Aye.
Councilmember Kosmeyer.
Aye.
Councilmember Caldwell.
Aye.
Councilmember Ryder.
Aye.
Councilmember Silvers.
Aye.
Councilmember Yodrich.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next item up this evening is Mayor's Report, and I have a proclamation that I'd like to read. It goes such as this. Whereas first responders, including firefighters, police officers, emergency medical technicians, 911 dispatchers, and paramedics, stand on the front lines selflessly, serving and protecting the city of Merriam and our community in times of crisis. And whereas first responders swiftly and courageously respond to emergencies, often putting their own lives at risk to ensure the safety and well-being of others, whether in natural disasters, accidents, medical emergencies, or public health and safety threats. And whereas, as we mark the 7th anniversary of National First Responders Day, we honor and celebrate the brave women and men who put themselves in harm's way to keep our community safe. And we honor the families of these first responders. And whereas, today and every day, we thank our first responders for their immeasurable service, and we remember the first responders who lost their lives running toward danger to protect others. Now therefore, I, Bob Pape, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of Merriam, Kansas, do hereby proclaim October 28, 2025 as National First Responders Day. I urge all residents to pay tribute to our first responders and recognize the many contributions they make to protect our health and safety and advance the quality of life for all. Proclaimed on this 27th day of October 2025, Bob Pape, Mayor. And I would like to present this at least to our, and one of you guys can fight over it, but our fire department and our police department, and I don't know if we have any dispatchers or emergency people, but let's come to the fore. We'll get a picture. All right, now, here we go. Okay, thank you. All right, let's give them a round of hands. Okay, now this next one is equal as exciting as that one was. And I would draw attention to, is if you have not seen them, but we do have, it's one of those sad things, but we do need to recognize the individuals that we have police, fire, EMS flags for those that are following the line of duty for all of those. Since we became a city in Johnson and Wyandotte County. That's who's depicted out there on the hill right beside our police department. So please go out there and acknowledge those individuals. Okay, but the next thing I have, we don't do these too often either, but I'd like to read this letter that I've written to this gentleman. And just for the record, he's an Eagle Scout. So, Tyson Boyer, it's my understanding that you had to earn 21 merit badges, have 6 months of leadership experience as a Life Scout, demonstrate leadership and scout spirit, complete an Eagle Service project, participate in a unit leader conference, and successfully pass an Eagle Scout Board of Review to earn your Eagle Scout. This requires a tremendous amount of work to achieve this rank. There is only 6% of all scouts that become an Eagle Scout. You could have waited to complete all of these requirements until your 18th birthday. However, you started on this endeavor at 14 and completed all the requirements when you turned 15. Your Eagle Scout project required you to plan, develop, and lead a significant service project that not only benefited the community, you had to demonstrate leadership. The Fish Hatchery project at Antioch Park not only did that, it will have an impact for generations to come. People will enjoy fishing this lake while it continues to be replenished. You have also shown leadership with our city by volunteering and serving on our park board as a student advisor. You are the youngest student to ever be selected to serve on this board. It's very clear to me that you are destined for great leadership and success. I'm proud to call you a friend and have you as one of our residents. I know how proud your parents are of your success. On behalf of myself and the city of Merriam, I want to congratulate you on your accomplishment and wish you continued success in all of your endeavors. Bob Pape, Mayor, City of Merriam. So I have that. Which I'm, but I also have a certificate of achievement as well. So the certificate of achievement says, City of Merriam, Kansas is hereby awarded this certificate to Tyson Boyer. The City of Merriam is proud to present this certificate of achievement to Tyson Boyer for hard work, dedication, and outstanding achievement for earning the rank of Eagle Scout. Keep up the great effort. Presented on behalf of the City of Merriam governing body and city staff on the 27th day of October, 2025, Bob Pape, Mayor. So I'd like to get a picture with you out front too and give you these. Okay, we're going to use the shake with the left hand here. Broke his other one. Okay, doing a scout thing. Okay, well, let's hold this up and we'll give you that letter in just a second. Why don't you hold this here? Okay, can we get a picture with Paige and Todd as parents as well? Come on up, come on, please, come on. I know you dressed up for it, didn't you? I know. We're just gonna get from the boys. How's that? Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you. All right, one more. For those that don't, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to give you your letters. Nice. Good catch. For those that don't know, Mr. Boyer used to be a former council member here at Merriam, and they've served the city for a number of years. His whole family has, and we appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Next on my list, we have, okay, we got those two. I have the official mayor's report here of things that's happened over the last 2 weeks. Okay, I attended the Northeast, we'll make this quick because we're trying to get out here in time for the Chiefs game. I attended the Northeast Johnson County Mayor's meeting. Much of this meeting centered around elections going on in each city. I and Assistant City Administrator Caitlin Gard and our intern Zach Marcuson met with Sharice Davids and her staff. We got to speak to her about how the government shutdown has and is impacting our city and our residents. We have numerous federal grants and projects that could be impacted. She will be watching and requested that we reach back out to her if needed. We had a council member staff help out with the environmental fair at Sylvester Powell. I went by and visited all the booths. We continue to look at ways to help our residents improve their energy efficiency. We have almost completed the conversion of all of our streetlights. Several council assisted staff with the Halloween happening event at the marketplace. Mr. Engel, Ms. Gard, and I met with Brooke McCandless, who is the Senator Marshall's office, who's with Senator Marshall's office. We got to speak to her about the federal grants and projects underway in Merriam, and that we were concerned with the government shutdown and that we might lose some of our grant money. We were again told to reach back out if we are adversely impacted. I and several staff attended the Northeast Johnson County Chamber of Commerce Leadership Northeast Alumni event. It was held right here in our very own 30 Hop. Nice catching up with fellow alumni and leadership that's going on throughout the county. I and a council member, Mr. Engel, developed tonight's agenda. I and numerous council members and staff attended the Merriam 75th anniversary birthday bash. And I'd just like to have a little thing I'd like to read here because I'd like to acknowledge some of those people that did a little bit even more, even though everyone worked hard. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on Merriam's 75th birthday celebration last week. It was truly an incredible evening, seeing so many residents, families, and local businesses come together to celebrate 75 years of community progress and pride in Merriam. The turnout, the energy, and the smiles said it all. I want to sincerely thank our city staff for the tremendous amount of work that went into making this event such a success. Every department played a part, from setup to cleanup and everything in between. Especially want to recognize our marketing team, and that's Brenna Dyer, Sierra White, Karen Crane, Kristen Jasinski, Lauren Kravosha, Renee Jenkins, and Zach Markison. Those are on our marketing team, and they were the key pivotal players behind that whole thing. Their creativity, coordination, attention to every detail was definitely noticed. The event ran seamlessly, looked beautiful, and perfectly captured the spirit of Merriam. And to our residents, thank you for showing up, for celebrating with us, and for being the reason Merriam is such a special place to call home. It was a night for all of us to remember for years to come. So that takes care of that. Okay. I have a few more things, making it quick. We're still on the clock. Okay, I and a couple council members did the Merriam Community Center parking structure outside stair art project. We had a ribbon cutting over there. The Milagros Collective came back to be a part of this event. We had some food, drinks, and our art committee did a great job, attended the event as well. We look forward to your next art project. This is what makes Merriam what it is. I attended a trunk or treat at an elementary school. It's always great to see our youth having fun. I don't envy the parents who had to deal with those sugar-laced kids when they got home. But a council member attended the Water Summit that was hosted by Commissioner Becky Fast. It turns out that we have some of the best water in the nation. I assisted a resident in Ward 4 taking out a huge mirror to the curb for our large item pickup. I've heard from numerous residents how much they like that program and hope that it's going to continue. Thanks God to our Public Works for doing such a great job with that. I attended the Kansas Legislator Forum at the Sylvester Powell Community Center. Each month, the Johnson County representatives and senators meet with the constituents to discuss bills and actions taking place at the state level. It's always good to know what is being discussed and how it might impact the city of Merriam. We also heard from Commissioner Fast at that same meeting. I'm the council member attended a block party in Ward 3. We took the opportunity to notify our residents about all the great things happening in Merriam, and some of those were excited to talk about the 75th anniversary, and they were really impressed with it as well. And that's all I have. Did I miss? I'm sorry, please.
I actually have something.
Yes,
We
please
have
go ahead,
time?
Ms. Schott.
All right. I would like to take a moment to recognize Mayor Pape. He, for his quick thinking and compassion during an unexpected situation last month in our community. On the evening of September 27th, around 8:30 p.m., a resident experienced an epileptic seizure after pulling up to a gas station. Mayor Pape happened to be nearby, immediately stepped in to assist and stayed with her until MedAct arrived. His calm presence and willingness to help in a moment of need reflect the very best values of public service and the values we strive to uphold in Merriam. And on behalf of the City Council and our community, we'd like to thank Mayor Pape for his kindness and steady leadership that night.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, since being retired for 10 years, I think that was my first medical emergency. And, we used to run a bunch of them when I was on the fire department.
We did see each other in an interception when a car accident just
Oh,
happened. Do you
what, we
remember
did?
that?
Yes, we did.
A couple of
But
years ago.
I can't take credit for that one. I didn't get out of my car because they didn't look like they were hurt. I yelled out.
I
the
called
window.
911, so we were good.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
yeah.
We're good. All right. So, well, thank you for those kind words. Okay. Let's see. Now figuring out where we're at. Okay. So it looks like we have consider approval of a resolution canceling May 25th. Who's handling that? This
I
evening?
will take this item.
Okay. Go
Good
ahead,
evening,
Ms.
Mayor and Council. This item is fairly routine. It is a resolution canceling the May 25th and December 28th, 2026 City Council meetings. The May 25th falls on an actual official city holiday, so we would be requesting to cancel that one. And for the December 28th, That would be our second December meeting. For the last 15 years, the city council has voted to cancel that second meeting in December, just to free up council and staff for additional time during the holiday season. We will meet our obligation as required by law to have one meeting a month in May and December. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Madam Clerk? No? Okay, well, with that, then I would entertain a motion. Ms. Yadrich?
Mr. Mayor, I move that the council approve a resolution canceling May 25th, 2026 and December 28th, 2026 city council meetings.
Okay, we have a motion. Do I have a second? Okay, Mr. Silvers.
I second that.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we have a motion, a second.
Councilmember Cosmeyer.
Aye.
Councilmember Carl Dahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Ryder.
Aye.
Councilmember Silvers.
Aye.
Councilmember Yodridge.
Aye.
Councilmember Shavetta.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Looks like we're up to staff items, community development update. Looks like Director Dyer is coming to the podium.
Hey, Mayor, council members, Brian Dyer, Community Development Director. Just a quick update on your driveway grant program. As you all recall, we're doing next year's driveway grant where I program. We've sent out notices, or shouldn't say notices, we've sent out applications and letters to those folks who have gravel driveways to ascertain their interest in part of the program. So far, we've gotten back 8 applications. Just on our deadline for getting all those applications back is November 28th. So if anybody out there who received a letter with a gravel driveway, just be mindful that we've got a month to get that application into us. And then the other thing I have is just a quick update on Merriam Marketplace. Everybody's been excited about seeing the shell building of Trader Joe's go up, and that's going along as planned and per pace, and as well as the rest of the development is on time and on schedule. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that anybody may have.
Any questions, Director Dyer? Okay, guess not. Thank you, sir.
Mayor.
Okay. All right, looks like next item up, September financial update. Okay, we have our finance director is coming to the podium.
Yes, good evening, Mayor, Council. As of the end of September, our finances are looking exceptionally stable. No major concerns, nothing to report. I will point your attention to sales tax, which for us is coming in very strong. We're not seeing any concerns there, even though our peers in the rest of the state are watching it very hesitantly. Ours is coming in above expectation. So yes, we are in a great financial position and keeping our expenditures lower than would be expected. So nothing to report at this point.
Any questions, Director Borth? Yeah, none?
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Okay, well, gosh, we're just rolling along. Informational items. I think we're down to you, Mr. Engel.
Thank you, Mayor. I will be brief since I know we all want to get out of here for the Chiefs game. The library is hosting Halloween parade at the community center on Friday at 11. And also this weekend we have hands-on CPR and AED training hosted by Merriam PD, and that's Saturday 9 to 11 also at the community center. So we've got 2 events for the public or for you if you would like to show up, council, this weekend. Happy to answer any questions you have other than that.
Any questions for Mr. Engel this time? Okay, I see none. Oh, no, was it?
I was going to go ahead and move that we adjourn,
Oh, I have one
unless
other
you had
thing.
anything else.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
go for it.
Okay, hold just a moment, but hold that thought.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you. Okay. Well, this is the last meeting we're going to be having, obviously, before the election, and something's been weighing on me pretty heavily, and I'd like to read this comment that I've kind of put together this evening. I have not seen such despicable behavior in a Merriam election in 20 years. My opponent has been on the internet relentlessly attacking me all summer. I have not engaged in that type of behavior because that is not the type of man I am. He has been at every city event for the past 6 months and has interrupted residents having a good time so that he could campaign and attack my administration. He has camped out almost every day at the community center and the swimming pool and stopped people who were coming and going. I did not do this because I wanted people to enjoy themselves at these events and at our facilities. I have served this city faithfully for 49 years and loved every year of it. I believe that my record speaks for itself. Every year we have seen forward progress as we see our landlocked city grow within its own boundaries. My opponent has accused me of not living in Merriam. When one of my neighbors called him out on this lie, and said, I am his neighbor in Vernon Place, my opponent attacked him. My opponent has been attacking small business in Merriam that have hosted my sign in their yard. My opponent has showed up at my girlfriend's house recently with a videographer and asked her how long I had been there. When she replied 2 hours, he asked if it was 2 hours or 2 years. She replied, Billy, I know who you are, and Bob does not live here. I was there having dinner and watching the football game. When I overheard this absurd accusation, I went to the door and asked him what he was doing. He said he was inquiring whether she wanted him to put his sign in her yard. I told him that, this is Overland Park, and told him good luck as we closed the door. His actions of recording her in her house upset my girlfriend so much that she was literally shaking. There's one thing to come after me to try and win at all cost, but when you attack my family, my girlfriend, and my friends, you have reached a new low, and that type of behavior is disgusting. I have never attacked your husband, and I never will. I believe our community is better than that, and they want their mayor to act more responsibly. This election may be the most important one Merriam has ever experienced. I encourage everyone to get out and vote on November 4th. And I will entertain a motion to adjourn at this time. Go ahead.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
There is no public comments. I have a motion to adjourn. We have a second? Second. Second from Mr. Colo. Madam Clerk.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.